This is the haunting true story of a father who died a hero protecting his kids from a vicious polar bear attack while they were out on a fishing trip. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. This is the story of Aaron Gibbons eaten alive by a polar bear. Welcome to Exclusion. The sun hung low in the sky, casting an orange hue over the serene waters of Hudson Bay. It was a typical summer day in the northern territory of Nunavut, where the air was crisp and the land a sprawling tapestry of wilderness. Families often gathered at popular fishing spots where the laughter of children and the sound of splashing water created a harmonious backdrop. But on this day, the tranquility would soon be shattered. Aaron Gibbons, a devoted father of 3, had taken his children out to a small island, a place where they often fished and hunted. The excitement of the outing brightened his children's faces, their voices ringing out in joy as they explored their surroundings. Aaron, however, remained vigilant. He had always taught his children to respect the wild, to be aware of their surroundings. Little did he know that this lesson would soon be put to the ultimate test. As the sun dipped lower, a shadow slinked through the underbrush, a polar bear, its massive form blending seamlessly with the landscape. It had grown bolder in recent years, a change attributed to the climate shifting beneath its paws. The bear had been seen more frequently around Arviat, less fearful of human presence, drawn by the scent of food and the allure of easy pickings. Suddenly, the bear charged, its powerful limbs propelling it forward with terrifying speed. It locked its eyes on Aaron's youngest child, who was blissfully unaware of the danger approaching. "Run! Get to the boat!" Aaron shouted, his voice cutting through the air like a knife. In that heartbeat, he became the embodiment of a father's love, fearless, selfless, a protector. Without a moment's hesitation, Aaron positioned himself between the beast and his children. The primal instinct to shield them surged through him, fueling his courage against the impending horror. His heart raced, echoing the urgency of the moment. The bear, sensing the challenge, slowed its advance, sizing up this human who dared to obstruct its path. The children scrambled toward the boat, their cries for help mingling with the rising dread. Aaron's uncle, Gordy Kidlepik, who had been nearby, was among the first to hear those desperate shouts on the CB radio. His stomach twisted with a sense of foreboding as he rushed to the scene, knowing that time was slipping away like the tide. The confrontation intensified. Aaron stood firm, his eyes locked onto the bear, willing it to retreat. But the animal, driven by hunger and instinct, lunged. The world around them blurred into a cacophony of chaos, the children's cries, the sound of thrashing water, and the chilling growl of the predator. In that moment, Aaron understood the gravity of his sacrifice. He felt a surge of love, a fierce determination that transcended fear. The bear struck and the children watched in horror from the safety of the boat, their young minds unable to comprehend the tragedy unfolding before them. Moments felt like hours as they clutched each other, their hearts pounding in unison. The call for help echoed through the wilderness, but it was met with an agonizing silence. Polar bears are incredibly formidable predators with a range of dangerous traits. Their powerful bite can crush bones, and they can run at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour despite their massive size. Excellent swimmers, they can cover over 60 miles in a single swim, navigating vast stretches of open water. Polar bears are highly territorial and can be aggressively protective, especially when defending their cubs or hunting. Their translucent fur provides excellent camouflage in their snowy environment, making them hard to spot. They have a vast range across the Arctic Circle, and as climate change melts sea ice, they are forced to travel longer distances in search of food, increasing the likelihood of dangerous encounters with humans. When Gordy arrived, he was met with a scene that would haunt him forever. Aaron lay motionless, the polar bear now retreating into the shadows, a haunting reminder of the fragility of life. The bear was dispatched by other adults who had come running, but the damage was done. As the community gathered, the weight of loss settled over Arviat like a heavy fog. "We're a small community," said local lawmaker John Main, his voice trembling. "When something like this happens, it affects us all." The town, once vibrant with laughter, fell into a somber hush. The tragedy reverberated through the hearts of its residents, each grappling with the reality of their loss. In the days that followed, the community sought answers. Why had the bear attacked? Was it the changing climate that had driven it closer to humanity, or perhaps the influx of tourists who had unwittingly conditioned the bears to view humans as little more than curious creatures? The elders spoke of a time when bears would flee at the sound of an engine, a time long lost to the encroaching darkness of modernity. As the investigation unfolded, theories emerged. Paul Crowley from the World Wildlife Fund spoke of the thinning ice and longer periods spent on land. Bears are losing their fear of humans, he lamented. They are adapting to a world that is no longer theirs. The polar bear tours in Churchill, Manitoba were scrutinized, with many wondering if they had unwittingly contributed to this tragedy. But no amount of explanation could fill the void left by Aaron's sacrifice. He had died a hero, a guardian who put his children's lives above his own. The community mourned, but they also celebrated his bravery, a legacy etched in their hearts that summer. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe for everything Exclusion.